What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. This is for the LS brackets. See the tag, LS brackets R4 AC bracket. Been running this truck for a little over 4 years now. No AC. I had the bracket the whole time when I did the LS swap, and finally getting around to doing the air conditioner on it. Getting a little hot this summer. This bracket kit, let's see if I can show you here. This bracket kit comes with, I bought this bracket kit some years ago, like I said, 4 or 5 years ago, and this kit comes with basically just the brackets, the bolts, and the spacers. Now, if I had spent a little extra money, I could have got the belt tensioner and the belt, but I was trying to do it on a budget at the time, and I actually didn't save any money because I spent about $80, a little over, on the belt and the tensioner. But basically, with this one, you're gonna go with the Gates 38163. When I went to AutoZone, I got the cross reference. Got the Duralast 30524 belt tensioner, and it worked just fine. This company says the cheaper ones do not fit. Some of the cheaper ones do not fit, but this one did fit, thank God. Also with the belt, it says depending on what amp alternator you got. I have the 145 amp alternator, so I went with the K061045 Gates belt. Cross reference it at AutoZone with the 1045 K6, and it works just good. Also, I got with the instructions that come in it. I lost one of my sheets here. With the instructions that come in it, they're not really that good of instructions. It don't really give you, tell you exactly where to put what and how to put, what goes on first and what goes on last. Really don't give you much of a description. So basically, on this one, this is an easy setup once you figure it out. The best thing to do is to mount the brackets to the compressor before you install it, because they want you to put the actual bolt heads from the front, but with the compressor, with the pulley here, you won't be able to get the bolt head past that to actually put it on. So you reverse it and come with the bolt from the back and put the nut on the front, because the factory bolts that come on these compressors actually has a flat side on them, so that they'll slide on there. So I put those on from the back. The instructions show it shows spacer A, which are the little short flat spacers. They go on the back here, and those are the ones that actually mount up on the mount to the head. You got a shorter bolt. Let's see it here. Hard to see it, but there's a shorter bolt that goes in the one on the top of the head here, on this side of the head, and on the other side there's a longer bolt that goes in there. And on that longer bolt, you're going to use two spacers. You're going to use that short letter A spacer, and also the longer fat is a bigger spacer, longer and bigger B spacer. So you're gonna put the A on the back between the head and the bracket. Also, you're gonna put the B in between the spacer. Leave everything kind of loose. You will be able to get to the bolts after you get everything on. Put that one on. Excuse me. Snug it up. Next, you're gonna have your C spacers, which your C spacers are actually going to go on in the place of your original LS belt tensioner. They're going to go in that spot, and so you're going to put those in. Like I said, just kind of snug them up just a little bit by hand, tighten them by hand real quick. Also, when you get ready to install the belt tensioner, it's going to have a long bolt as well, but it has a bigger head on it. It's a little bit longer bolt, and spacer B is going to go between the bracket and the belt tensioner, between the two brackets. I'm sorry. Also, you're gonna before you install the belt tensioner, go ahead and tighten up all of your bolts first, because you can't get to some of the bolts because of the spacer. Because of the belt tensioner. The tensioner actually sits up, almost touching the compressor when you install it. So make sure you tighten up all of your bolts before you install your belt tensioner. The belt tensioner will be the last thing on that bracket setup. Install your once you do that, go ahead and install that, tighten it up, and your bracket's installed. Install your belt. It actually has a pretty good picture of the belt routing on the instructions, the pamphlet that comes with it, the parts manifest that comes with it, because they're not instructions at all. So after that, like I said, you're ready to go. Install all your lines. I'm still waiting on some the seal for the back of the compressor, and like I said, some other other AC parts I got coming in. Once I get that, we'll be complete. There's your instructions for the LS brackets R4 bracket. Nice looking bracket, nice install. As I've been at this bracket for about 4 years. I think I paid like 120 some odd bucks for it. Right now, I think I looked at them, and the cheaper set, which this set here, is like 180 some odd dollars. So it's gone up a little bit more, but it's still I think it's a pretty good bracket for the price. All right, YouTube, y'all have a good one.